Sales and negotiations are not a mystery. There are specific practices that are proven to work consistently. I'm going to give you a simplified overview of the best practices of any sale. Stage number 1, prepare. Preparation is the first stage of any sale. Though people often don't give it the time it deserves, they often charge into the information, exchange stage, or even directly to bargaining. Preparation starts with determining if there is a potential collaborative situation so that you can select the best strategy. Next, you spend time researching information, analyzing data and leverage, and identifying interests and positions of your prospects. Finally, you have to consider the type of relationship you want to build with your customers and how you are going to present yourself. Self-presentation is all about selling yourself. Stage 2, information exchange. The information exchange stage occurs when you begin to engage with the other side, share information, and explore options that address interests. What you each need, as opposed to positions. What you each ask for later in the bargaining stage. For example, salesperson position. I need to sign customers that run high mileage and generate a lot of revenue for my company. Potential customers position. I want to run local and focus on profitability from each short load rather than running high mileage. If the salesperson didn't ask the right questions and didn't figure out the potential customer's position, he or she would be selling the wrong service and the wrong values to the customer. As a result, a deal is not likely to happen. It is critical here to focus on building rapport and trust, without which neither party will feel comfortable sharing interests. Remember, your initial call with a potential customer is a time of assessment. Critical assessments of you and your company that customers make in the information exchange stage. Are they credible? Do I believe in their competency? Are they honest and dependable? Can I trust them? Is the person I'm talking to likable? Can we work well together? Are their interests aligned with mine? Stage 3, striking a bargain. Bargaining is where the compromise and agreement happens. If you think success means getting everything and giving back, you won't capture real value. You make and manage your concessions in bargaining. When you give and take, which satisfies both parties' interests, you will build a lasting relationship and a fruitful outcome. Stage 4, conclusion. Stage 4 is the point in the process when you reach an agreement. It is important to make sure that both you and the other party have the capacity to follow through with the terms of the agreement. This is the time to put down in writing the common interests and produce a comprehensive summary of the agreement. Never forget to thank the other party for their willingness to negotiate, even when no agreement is reached. Stage 5, implementation. Stage 5 is the implementation of the agreement. You must ensure that you follow through on promises made in order to strengthen the relationship and to build trust. You will learn more in this stage about the other side. This will lead to easier negotiations next time they come around. Use these 5 stages as a basis for your sales and negotiation. When talking to a customer, remember, no matter what the client does, it's not their fault. It's your fault. This is similar to saying the customer is always right. So for example, he says he sent you an email with attachments, but you never received it. What do you say? Well, sorry sir, it seems maybe my email system is down, or there's some problem with my connection. Could you just please try to send it to me again? Never say something like, you never sent it to me, or imply in any way that it's their fault. The customer is always right. Another similar example. The customer hangs up their phone. The call gets disconnected, by any reason. What do? Call back and say, excuse me, there seems to be a problem with my connection. When you know that the client is wrong, you never say, you're wrong. I try to smoothly say that actually I was wrong and I try to solve it in some way. Another example, client says that I double charge them. I say, okay, thank you for bringing this up to me. I will double check with my accounting team and investigate further. Thank you for letting me know. I'll get back to you as soon as it is resolved. Or, if a customer says that they are disappointed with your service, what do I do in this situation? I thank them. I say, thank you for bringing this up to me. I really appreciate your feedback. It's not all just about generating new clients. It's also about providing good customer service. The most important part about talking to clients is about asking them questions and listening. You didn't like my service? Please tell me, was there any particular thing I said or did that disappointed you? And if they have the time, you ask them how to get better. What would you have preferred? Do you have any suggestions for me? Don't be shy. Ask. If a customer is about to leave you, you might as well just ask, why are you leaving me? You don't have anything else to lose. For me, it worked in many cases that I was asking them those questions. They were telling me what those concerns were. I thanked them again. I told them that I will investigate further. And in many cases, they ended up staying because they had an ear that listened to them and made them feel heard and understood. What do I do when I call potential leads? First thing I do, I greet them. I mention where I got their contact information. Then, I present myself and my company. And then I start asking questions. That's the most important part. Any questions that interest me. Why are you looking for a dispatching service? How do you imagine your ideal dispatcher? Some open questions, something that will get them to talk. And sometimes people will exactly describe the service to you and basically sell their ideal service to you. Easy peasy. But if the lead doesn't talk that much, I start describing our service, how our service works, what value we can bring to them, and then again, more questions. Try to keep them in the conversation. Keep them engaged and interested. People love to talk about themselves and are usually bored when hearing about others. So, one way or another, I get them to talk. And the more they do, the easier it is to close them.